to today's video tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to get files and other things off of an instance that has already been running in Amazon. So we'll go ahead and pop into this code. Now, in this example, what we have is this file that we create. This nuclear launch code is 12345, kind of like the password to my luggage. And we're going to put it into the secret file. So in this case, you might be wondering, how do I actually get this file if I need it? You know, you could imagine that this nuclear launch code gets generated somehow, and you don't really know until you actually start running the instance what the value is. But then you want the value that's after the instance has been running. Maybe it's not something that you want to log. If you are logging, I would say, you know, hook it up to AWS CloudWatch, or hook it up to Elasticsearch or Splunk, or whatever logging agent you want to use. We have syslog klibs that do well here. You can also just throw stuff out to serial, which is kind of like what a lot of people do, but that's not really a prod thing. If it's a file that you expect to process, especially if you're processing lots of files but they're not logging, maybe S3 would be a good option here. But in this case, we have a file that was just generated, and we're not really storing it anywhere. It's local to the instance, but we can't SSH in, right? So how do we actually get at the file? So that's what we're actually going to show you. So we're going to get the secret file off of the instance. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll create the image. So basically it just says ops image create. We're going to set the provider to Amazon. Got my Amazon JSON. I'm on Mac, so I'm specifying the architecture here. All right, so that got finished. It's pretty fast. We did some work last year, or I don't know when it was, but we made this process a lot faster, and as you can see, it is. Now we can spin up the instance. It's pretty basic. I threw the web server in here just so I had something to run and keep it running, right? That's the only reason why that's there. If we refresh and US West 1. Let's see here. So it's spending here. I'm going to go ahead and it's important to have this instance ID. Oh, we already got our IP, so all right, so it says it's running. I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick little curl just to kind of prove that it's running. All right, so it says welcome to my website. It's running. All right, so now let's go ahead and click on this guy. All right, so now we can kind of assume that this, this is working. It's created the file because that's the first thing it does. So how do we actually get that file back out? What we can do is we can go to this actions, and what we want to do is create a image off of it. And it's right here, so it's image templates, created image. And we're just gonna say, let's call it nuclear, right? You don't really need to specify any of this, but we do create image. Now the create image is going to take a little bit of time, but it's not like too awful. And let's go ahead and do this. And so I might stop the film and come back because it does take a second. Okay, so it finally got created, and let's go ahead and download it. So we're going to use this tool called Cold Snap, and it's really basic. It's written in Rust. You can just do a cargo install to get it. And what we're going to do is run this command. So first we click on the AMI that we created here. Then we go to storage. We got our snapshot. And then we can download it. So we'll do something like so. What's our ID? Here's our ID. And then we'll just call it nuclear. Right? And it downloads really damn fast. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to put the nuclear image into ops image. And so now we can do interesting operations like ops image ls nuclear. I didn't rename this when I should have. And now we can do ops image ls nuclear. As you can see, our secret file is there. So we can even do some cat to get the secret. Nuclear launch code is 12345. So this is a somewhat easy way of extracting files out of the file system after the instance has been running. Again, it's not something that I would do in your day-to-day operations. I wouldn't write code to, do this process because it does take a while to do the image creation from that. But for emergencies or debugging purposes or things like that, it's pretty helpful. Till next time. Catch you later.